Let's head across to the UK, where the impact of the attack in Bondi continues to reverberate. Joining us now is Sky News contributor Adrian Hayes. Adrian, appreciate your time. Police over there are now cracking down on the chant "globalise the Intifada." Why has it taken an alleged terror attack for that hideous phrase to be cracked down upon?
Well, yeah, look, there's two ways to look at this, Danica. I mean, one is that there's the police and governments are doing that, are getting guilty of the do something sort of tag. Like, we've got to do something. Whereas, but they'll be chasing the tail, carry on. Where do you globalize the infidada? It could be another phase. Where do you stop at this whole thing? And I think the police are two-tier police who've got themselves in a little bit of twiz. And they're not, even Australia, not in UK or across Europe, not dealing with the main problem, which is the radicalization that's taking place in the mosques and everywhere, which places like the Gulf and the UAE, where I've lived many years, have sorted this out, and they've been urging Western governments to sort this out at its root cause.
Yeah, and they're shying away everywhere right now. Let's change tack. I want to ask you about net zero. It appears that more corporates are either watering down or completely abandoning their pledges to cut carbon emissions. Look, it sounds like a retreat from net zero, Adrian.
Yeah, I think people are suddenly waking up. This is that there is no solution to any problems we face in the world. Everything is a trade-off. And the trade-offs are becoming pretty clear to see. We have the highest electricity prices in the world. We're doing this virtuous thing. We're importing carbon emissions from outside. And I think it's where, people are seeing the net zero for what it is. It's a mixture of ideology and money coming together to form this uneasy, I would call it a cult. And I speak as a passionate environmentalist. What I would say, we've got to reclaim environmental protection against this net zero sort of agenda, which is, as you say, it's becoming gradually watered down, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, here in Australia, it's sending us broken backwards. And I know that the costs are certainly mounting up across the UK. Even here, more and more businesses are saying it's just not viable to go net zero. And when you've got big miners like BHP making those sorts of decisions, it's huge. Look, we've got to talk about the Ashes, of course, Adrian. I can't let you go without talking about that. How has England's abysmal defence of the Ashes been received over in the UK?
Yeah, it's been lovely speaking to you, Danica, but I'm sorry, I must go. Anyway, yes, it's been slammed as you'd expect it. So, lack of preparation, lack of middle order batting, lack of bowling, with a few exceptions. I mean, Ben Stokes, our captain, has been carrying the can. But I do think, you Aussies must take credit. You've got a fantastic team there, and they really showed England what they are. So it's been pretty scathing. We'll wait for the next series in a couple of years' time.
Yeah, look, we'll see what happens, but I did find it funny. All the English players, they jetted off into far north Queensland up in Noosa. They already had their break. They were pretty much done, wiped their hands and walked away. Adrian Hayes, good to catch up with you.